everybody. So I decided to do this live because I'm always facing that direction. So I thought I would do this live with you guys and be here. Nobody's here yet. So yeah, let's just be present. This doesn't look cute. Scoot your ass back there. There, it's better. My big head is covering the other part. So I'm gonna wait for some people to come through. Peace, welcome. I thought I would do a live video today of myself just asking any questions that you guys might have while living van life. And I know usually on my lives I'm doing like the sunrise meditations and all of that. So right now there's one person in here, so I'm gonna wait a little bit and yeah, just figure it out. Figure it out. Welcome. It doesn't say who's in here, but welcome and thanks for showing up. I was in the middle of I've been watching this show. Have you guys seen, or have the one person in here seen The Madness on Netflix? That was such a good freaking show.
Just Home Secretary. Wallace, please.
So I'm currently in chill mode, and today it's Sunday, and I've just been chilling out. I would like to put some music on. Hey, what's up? Who's in here? Kevin Mack, what's going on? Welcome to my humble abode where I live my beautiful van life. I've just been chilling today and thought I would go live. I hardly ever go live because I just don't, unless it's like my meditation videos. But yeah, definitely. It definitely is a nice day to chill, for sure. It's just one of those days. What I don't know is maybe I just have to do this long enough, but I wanted to be able to ask you guys questions like in the comment section, but it's not allowing me to comment on anything. So I guess as you guys sit here and freaking, I don't have shoes on. Why would I have shoes on the bed? Do people really sit with shoes on their bed? If so, that's disgusting. That's a weird question. Did you just want to see my feet or something? There you go. There's my toes. Yeah, do people really sit on their beds with shoes on? That's just crazy. I know, exactly. Y'all slick. Y'all slick. Next time y'all gonna ask me if I got underwear on. No, I don't. It's always no. The only way I'm gonna show the bottom of my feet is if you pay me. Okay? If you want to pay me, my Cash App is the Alchemy Priestess. Yes. Excuse me, money sign the Alchemy Priestess. That's where you guys can send me some money if you want to look at my feet. Thank you, Juan Gonzalez. I appreciate it. I know. I just did a video the other day. Thank you for the compliment, but I just did a video the other day. Actually, this morning, I like gained weight, 192. I'm at 192 pounds, but it just basically goes to my ass and my titties. And, you know, not that it's a bad thing, but when you're not eating healthy and you're gaining weight, bitch, we got to do something better than that. Thank you guys for the compliment. I appreciate it. Are they ticklish? Extremely. My feet are ticklish and the back of my knees. Yeah, the back of my knees. Especially when the back of my knees are getting licked. Cash out for $400. So you see I have my other phone here? Let me show you. So stop lying. Cash App. What's this say? Cash balance, $0. If y'all don't stop lying, y'all going to hell for that. Hey, love from India. What's up? If y'all want to send me, listen, you guys are like some freaks. Y'all really like feet, don't you? Okay, like I said, I will be more than happy to show my feet again. My Cash App is the money sign, the alchemy priestess, and I will be more than happy to show you my feet again. Other than that, I ain't doing shit for free. What does it say? Knowledge is power. If you can tell your younger self anything, what would you say knowing that you know now? Ooh, man. Yeah. Live in the present moment and know that this life is an illusion. I think that would be my biggest thing. I love that question, by the way. Being in the present moment, wherever the masses are going, go the opposite direction. And knowing that this life that we're living is an illusion, not to believe everything that you see. I think that is like the greatest thing. And I will say another greatest thing is whether you title a family mother, father, sister, brother, and you hold them on a pedestal, know that these people are just entities in your life, and you don't have to basically disengage yourself in order to appease them. I think that's a big thing. I think some of us might have family issues on here. That seems to be like a big theme for people, and we will deny ourselves and we will lower our bodies and our power in order to sacrifice making sure that those so-called family members are happy, you know, and I think that's just a fucked up thing to do to oneself. And so when you're able to like really see somebody's energetic field, no matter who they are, and you can feel within yourself that there's contentment or there's this type of feeling that you're not feeling good about, then yeah, no matter who they are, you just need to keep it moving, you know? So I'm going to ignore some of these comments because y'all are just ignorant. And as they say, demigods never explain themselves to peasants. So let's see. Have you found living van life lonely over the years, even with your cat Lilith? Oh, you remember my kitty's name. She's actually sleeping up there. Yes, definitely. Yes, I am single. I just seen that come up. I am single. Yeah, it does get lonely, and I'm not even gonna fake the front. As a matter of fact, I'm creating an app specifically for people who are nomads, and it's called Romance. So it's RAMANCE, and it's going to be on Google and Apple. I'm actually in the process of development with developers, and yeah, it's going to be called Romance, and it's specifically for people who are on the road. And here's why. I love engaging. I love sexy conversations. I love being with people. I love engaging. I love traveling, you know, and one thing that I've realized is living van life, being on Tinder, Hinge, and Facebook dating, is that if people aren't living this, it doesn't even have to be exactly the same, but if people are not living the life that you're living, they're either inquisitive about the life and they want to connect with you, or, you know, some men are more stationary. So when I want to get up and go and I'm like, hey, I'm over Florida, I want to go to California now, they don't have the means to be able to get up and go with me because they live a very stationary life. So my app Romance is going to be geared towards people who are already living a nomadic life, whether you're living in your car. Everybody has different scenarios, whether you have a trailer, whether you're a truck driver, whether like myself, I'm living in my van. Yeah, it's just going to be for us. And then there's going to be a part in there where you're either looking for a travel companion, looking for a lover, just want to get wet for the night. It's just going to have all those things, right? And I think that's missing because they have all of these other apps specifically for Christian Mingle, Cowgirls and Cowboys. I'm just naming shit. All these other titles, but they don't have something specifically for people who live this lifestyle. And when you're dating with purpose and you're dating with intentions and you're dating somebody who lives this life just as much as you do, there's just less friction, because now you guys can travel together and you enjoy this life because you're already meeting somebody right where they're at. And I don't know why I have this in my hand. So yeah, that's that. I just left California. I was born and raised there. I just got back to Florida like 2 weeks ago. So I stayed in San Diego, went to Big Sur, went to the Redwoods, which was absolutely amazing. And then it started getting a little too cold out there for me in San Diego, so I came to Florida. But I'm definitely going back to California once winter is over because my family's out there. And my mom is out there. She has Alzheimer's, and she's in a home, which sucks. It sucks, but yeah, so I have to go back. How do you fund your living expenses in a nomadic lifestyle? It must be hard. Does family help? No, fuck family. I'm living this life because I don't want to be around family. Family can be toxic sometimes. So here's the deal. I was doing remote work. I was actually working out of an office doing property management. And then I had some things pop up and they allowed me to work remote for like 6-7 months. I ended up working remote for 6-7 months, came back, traveled, went to Mexico, did what I had to do, traveled, and came back to Florida. And then my spirit was like, girl, do you really want to go back into an office? You just traveled to Florida from California to Florida. You basically did like a road trip twice across the states. Like, do you really want to go back into an office? So what I did is I saved some money up and I quit. And I literally just quit my job. This is going on my 2nd week of not having that corporate world environment. I think one thing that's important about life is that you have to have faith in yourself. Like your comment was, were you scared? Or, I think that was included in your question. And life is all about fear sometimes. We're fearful to move forward because we're not used to wanting to live in the unknown of ourselves. But the part of us that has fear and the part of us that is in a space of kind of fearful of change is what you actually need to fucking move towards. That is your inner self saying that we're doing something new. And the subconscious mind is like, well, wait, what the hell? Like, what's this new thing that we're doing? And so that fear and anxiety starts to kind of abrupt because it's not something that you're used to because you're set on a program. And society in general teaches people how to be fearful, to not be sovereign, and to seek their own ways and means of doing things. We are all creative beings. We are creatives. We're all creatives. We all are. There's not one of us that's not creative, but we just got bamboozled from being in school where they teach you how to be a good slave for the system. And we just didn't find our way out. Some of us are still stuck there. So I ended up quitting. I created a notary business. So I have a notary business here in Florida. And I have a holistic business here where I do sound therapy for people. And now I'm in the process of doing my app. And I'm going to start making candles for people who live like me because candles are super toxic. And I just want to make candles out of beeswax and coconut oil. So because I love ambiance, as you guys can see, my van has a vibe. And I love, love, love candles, but it's very toxic. And so that's my new thing, is going to make candles. So you just gotta freaking figure out your shit. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't have to be something that you do overnight. Just start making that effort to move forward with yourself. So that's what I do. And that's what's supporting me at the moment. And I'm considering doing OnlyFans. Let's see how many of you respond to that. I enjoy seeing people on here. Hey guys, yes, welcome to the space. I felt pressure to go back to work because my partner was not making enough to cover all expenses, and then he suddenly left. M&S Foundation, this is why you have to depend on yourself. And don't get me wrong, y'all, it's good to have people in your life that assist you through the process, but you have to depend on yourself. Do not depend on anybody else to get you where you need to go. I know people are all in this love and relationships and, oh, marriage is great. Marriage is a setup, okay? It's a business. Being in relationships, you have to not have so many attachments and expectations from people. And when you lack a certain type of self-love within yourself, you automatically will attach yourself to other beings for a resolution. And it's just, you set yourself up. It's like a self-sabotage because you'll continue in that cycle. And it's not an easy way to transition away from that, but you have to be aware of how you're moving through your life and just make sure that you're making the steps to be more sovereign, and anything else that comes into your life is just extra sauce that's already added on the sauciness. You know what I mean? Your body is a dream. Let me know when you want to play. Y'all just, man. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Thank you for the subscribing. My age, I'm 46. I'm not one of those like, how dare you ask me my age? I'm 46. I'll be 47 in January. I'm a Cappy girl. At least one of the signs. I'm all signs, but my sun sign is a Capricorn. Thank you. What part of Florida? St. Pete. I'm currently in St. Pete, Florida. Let's see what else is on here. Many listeners with money will steal your ideas and give credit. Be careful. Oh, it's fine. I already have a trademark. I'm on top of that already. And at the end of the day, aren't we all stealing ideas? Like, I used to be like that. Like, oh my God, somebody's going to steal my idea. But listen, baby, this world is infinite. It's infinite. It's limitless. If y'all want to chime in and go with the idea and it's allowing you to prosper, then shit, have it. Like, I'm just not selfish. I'm not selfish because I already know what's for me. And when you're confident in yourself and you know that what's for you and you have that relationship with the universe, you don't give a shit what somebody else got going on. Let them have it. And if somebody is just doing it with ill will and intention, well, then let them face their karmic situation. That don't have nothing to do with me. Joaquin, what's up? Yes, I know this is like my first live with you guys, like seeing my face. Polygamy. You guys want to talk about polygamy, huh? A Wrangler. So I have a 1999 E150 Ford van. This is what I'm in. Let me see if I can turn this around so you guys can see some of my vibe. So this is the front area. That's my refrigerator. I have all of these books up here. So just some of the shit I like to read. Egypt and India, Human Design, The Gene Keys, Astrology, The Electric Body and Electric Health, How to Become Supernatural by Joe Dispenza. Y'all see what energy I'm on, right? Magic for Reiki, The Black Arts, Alchemy, Healing, Psychology 101. What else do I got in here? The Science of the Spoken Word, The Optimistic Creed, E equals cubed, or E minus cubed, The Course of Miracles. And yeah, I just have like, my selenite up here. This is my little shit that I like to do because it sounds like rain. These are some organic candles that I have up here. This is one of the lights that I light up at night. These are all my fedoras. I actually customized these. I did this when I lived in Atlanta. This fell off, unfortunately, but I have crystals on here. So these are all of my fedoras that I wear, that I created. My tarot cards and oracle cards are in there. Clothes are here. Bed is here. This I light up at night as well. Selenite, somebody gave me that. Vitamins and pills. This is my aura picture, which was a lot of root chakra energy because it's red. this is a hot mess. Down here is where I have all of my kitchen shenanigans. Storage, seasonings. This is what I cook my food in, which actually takes up a lot of power. So I need to figure out something else. I do have a propane stove, which is right here, as you guys can see in the back. My teas and vitamins and coffee is in there. Let's see what else you nosy asses want to know. Let me tie this up real quick. So yeah, little mama, she's sleeping. She's right there, Lily. Fridge, that is a 2000 watt inverter, another hat that I made. My sacred geometry is always a must. Y'all can see my spiritual shit everywhere. I have a jackery as well for my power, but it's under my bed. These are all these feathers. Oh, my jewelry. All of these feathers I actually found while on the trails. And so I just collected all of them. And yeah, so that's just a quick tour. That's the vibes in here. Let's see. What are you guys talking about? Oh, the polygamy. Excuse me. Polygamy. So here's how I feel about my life right now. I used to be in the you're all mine vibe. I still love monogamy. I think monogamy is actually a beautiful thing when you can take your time to engage with someone. But I also feel that we are expansive beings and we're constantly evolving. So let's say, right, and some people do it. They still have like, you know, they've been married for years. But as you evolve, you meet people here in this frequency of yourself. And then as you evolve, if this person is not climbing with you, is it right, according to being married, that now I have to stay here and come down here because you don't feel like coming up here with me? You know what I'm saying? And we're constantly evolving, especially when you're living intentional with your life. And so I honestly think if you pay attention to our ancestors back in the day, men had many wives. And some of them weren't even wives. We say it's wives, but they just were. We say wife and husband because we've been trained as wife and husband. But men had tribes, right? There were these tribes that existed. They had sex with multiple women and had children with multiple women. And it was just this like tribe shit that worked and was organic. And I just feel for myself going forward that I do want to experience different people along the way because I'm not just one way. You know, I think monogamy is beautiful if that's what you choose for yourself. But I also think that we were a little bamboozled with religion to think that it's supposed to be one way only, you know? And I think that if people want to experience other people, then go for it. Like, live that life, you know? Just make sure that you're safe, obviously. Like, if I would ever consider doing something like that, like, we got to be safe. And then just that energetic exchange. I think that's another thing that is important, that if you're going to play the polyamorous game or polygamy game, like, where's y'all energy at, you know? And if we're free to roam, you know, and you have partners that you're consistent with, like, you have to make sure that you're protecting each other. And can you trust that other person to come back with more of a clean body and a clean heart and a clean mind after they've been sleeping with somebody else who also lives a polyamorous life, and they're sleeping with others? So it's all I see that as is a collection of energy, right? It's just you're collecting energy along the way. And then when you come to somebody, you're just emitting that energy into them. This is what y'all doing. And if you don't have anybody on that spiritual game, then is it really healthy and good? You know, so that's some of the shit that I think about. You would have to be a power couple, and man should financially take care of his family given the life they desire. Yes, I definitely agree. I agree completely as well. Thank you. Thank you guys for the compliments. You know, your girl's in her mid 40s. I am 46. That's what alchemy is all about, alchemizing and transmuting that energy. I mean, I do that. Let's talk about sex for a minute because I think this is important. This is just that I love to talk about. But yeah, whenever you are in a relationship with someone and you guys are in tuned in that way, and this is why I am single, because now I am more intentional with who I allow in my space, right? And I wish I was like this when I had my boys. I have 3 boys and they're all in their 20s. I wish I was like this with my boys. So when somebody asked me like, what would you tell your younger self? I would be very intentional with my partner. I think that that is something that is extremely important. And energetically, whenever you're having sex with someone, can I even say this on my live? What's another word I can say? Whenever you're having sex with someone, I just don't want my shit to go off. Whenever you're being intimate with someone, let's use that word, you know, you have this energy exchange. And I think one thing that's important is when you are choosing, like some people just want one night stands, some people just want to get off. There's nothing wrong with that, right? But alchemy is all about transmuting matter into your space in order to feed your soul and your energetic field with the goodness, right? So whenever you do decide that you want to be intimate with somebody for one night, we're grown ass people, like get over it. You have to be able to alchemize that. So whenever you're laying down with somebody, you have to be intentional, right? You don't want to receive whatever nasty ass debris in their energy field that they have. So one thing that I do whenever I have company in my van, which has been a very long time, but I'll make sure that my shit in here is like on some high vibrational. I'll literally play binaural beats. I'll sage it, Palo Santo it, Florida water it. I have my tuning fork, I have my singing bowl, and I'll make sure that this whole environment is on some high frequency, because what ends up happening is that when somebody comes into this energy field, they're receiving that energy. And so yeah, that's just what you do with alchemizing people's energy, you know. And on the physical level, not only is their energetic field receiving that, but then on a physical level, you still got work to do. Like if you're going to be intimate with somebody like that, you know, you have to affirm while y'all being intimate, like, you know, thank you for this, mentally within your head. Don't say this shit out loud because you're going to scare these men away, specifically for women. But mentally, you just have to be like, I only receive the goodness from this person. I'm alchemizing this energy to, you know, for my highest good. I'm using this sexual energy to align myself and manifest things in my life, because sex magic is magical. Once you start getting into some sex magic and you're being intentional, you're just not always worrying about getting off, man, when that masculine and feminine energy comes together, y'all can create worlds, absolute worlds. All right, what else? I imagine the nomadic lifestyle isn't sustainable indefinitely. Have you found anywhere you'd like to settle down along the way? I'm a woodsy girl, to be honest with you. I mean, I'm here in Florida, which is fine. It's nice. But yeah, I would love to have like a little tiny home somewhere in the woods so I can just run around naked and enjoy the birds and, you know, see the squirrels climbing up the tree. I did go to Mexico and I stayed there for a month, and I do love Mexico. I think Mexico is a beautiful place. That's part of my DNA. My mom's Mexican. I did love Mexico, but I would probably say I haven't traveled enough to be like, oh yeah, this is where I'm going to pinpoint. You know, internationally, I haven't really been to places, because I'm not a fan of the planes. I'm just not. Costa Rica, Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, Mexico. You know, I mean, I've been to all those places, but I would say if I could see my future self in like my late 50s, 60s, I would want a tiny home, probably made out of containers, a container home, and redo that shit, make it look fly in the woods somewhere. And I would want to make sure that I also had a tree house. So that's like in here and in here. Like, it's just in my heart to want to live that life. Oh yeah, I do. What is this, gator? Yeah, these are my glow in the dark stars. And so at night when everything is like super dark, they all glow. It's just so fun. I love it. Thanks, Gator. I appreciate that. You know, I try to get away from like, I'm strong, independent woman. You know, I feel like some of that comes from like a very masculine energy. Do I have survival skills? Yes, because a girl ran away from home when I was like 14 years old, lived on the street, got addicted to drugs, stealing shit out of people's cars. I was horrible, horrible. And now I'm just on a whole different level. But so yeah, I lived out on the street for a very long time. So it taught me my survival skills, and which I'm grateful for, you know. And so now living van life, it's just like, yeah, I'm very self-sustainable in here and I get shit done. And, you know, but I've never been one of those like, I'm a strong, independent woman and I don't need a man. No, girl, I want a man. I do. I want a man in my life. I think men are sexy. Made from consistency. That's a dope ass name. I like that. I'm learning my consistency. Like, being on here with you guys is something that I'm going to start doing consistently, because procrastination is a disease. And you're a Capricorn as well. Welcome. Can you guys just put in here where you're at, where you're from? And also don't forget to like, subscribe, and share on my channel, and do some comments, you know? Thank you guys for the compliments. You guys are freaking awesome. I think that's everybody, no? I know, it is. He's like, don't do OnlyFans. Oh, man. Thanks, y'all. I think that's, do you guys have any other questions? I just wanted to jump on here for a minute and so you guys can see the girl behind the video. I mean, I have all of my videos. Just to give you guys some insight, I'm starting to do like my morning live meditations with like my sound baths on my lives in the mornings with the sunrise. I hate saying sunrise. You know, the sun doesn't rise, right? The sun doesn't rise and it doesn't set. It's actually the earth that is rotating and moving around the sun. Where do we get sunrise and sunset? It's like once you understand something, it's like using the words just doesn't feel right to your soul anymore, but whatever. It's early in the morning when we get to see the sun feed us. And yeah, and then I also have my van life. Right now I'm doing Vlogmas, so every day I'm posting a video every month of what I got going on. And then I have my meditation videos. So I have alchemy meditations, which is in my playlist on my Instagram page, not my Instagram, my YouTube page. And so I do that as well for people who want any meditations. Hey, what's up, Lucas? St. Pete, born and raised. Listen, I love it here. I freaking love St. Petersburg, except when they have hurricanes. I have not bought a piece of land anywhere. That's actually coming up as soon as I make my millions from my app. That is something that I want to do. I definitely learn to practice skills to make a container home. I have not. I guess my learning skills is coming from YouTube by just watching people do their own thing. I mean, I feel like I've learned a lot from YouTube, but you know, there's people out there to do it. As long as you have the money, you don't really have to learn anything. People will just make it and do it for you. Yeah, that's the route I'm taking. But yeah, I just, you know, it would be nice to just like have a partner that would like to do shit like this, you know? But I think tiny homes are like the way to be now, you know? All of this extra shit that you don't need is just, I don't know, it's a weight. It just weighs you down, you know? I don't think you need all of that stuff. Now that I live van life, when I was in California, you know, it was all about going to Nordstrom's and going to having the MAC makeup and wearing the heels and, you know, having the best clothes and my Mercedes. And now I'm just like, I just want to wear some flip-flops. Okay, sorry, the phone rang. Yeah, you know, now I just want to travel in my 99 van. Like, I don't care about all that materialistic bullshit anymore. It's just wasted space. Been there, done that already. Where am I from? I'm originally from California, born and raised in Orange County, and now I'm currently in Florida. So, all right, guys. Well, thank you for joining me. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share or comment. Do something that way, because I finally, thank you guys who have subscribed. I made my 1,000 followers. So here's the deal. My plan, in order to get monetized, and I suggest this for anybody, whether you feel you are worthy or not, I'm here to tell you that you are worthy. Create a YouTube channel. All you need is 1,000 subscribers. And once you get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, you start to get monetized. And once you get monetized, then that's when the change starts coming in, the money starts flowing. But I highly recommend doing a YouTube channel, man, because listen, I'm in my mid 40s, so I was alive before there was actually social media and, you know, cell phones and all that bullshit. But the way that we're moving technology wise, everything pretty soon is going to be on technology. I mean, it's already there. So working a 9 to 5 is eventually going to start being obsolete. There's going to be less of that, especially now that they got robots around. So the more that you can get yourself on platforms, and even if you think you don't have a voice, you have a voice because somebody always wants to hear you. You have a certain frequency and a certain energy that people love, you know, and that's why we have all of these different beings out here. You know, there's not another me, there's not another you. And so when you create something out of authenticity and intentionally on technology, then you begin to have this rhythm of telling your subconscious mind that this is what we're doing now. We're doing something new. And the more that you can begin to make money online, you know, or through technology, then you start to release the old paradigm of thinking that you have to slave in a 9 to 5, because now you're telling a new narrative, you're telling a new story. And when you show up in your authentic form, you know, people are going to be attracted to that, you know, and then people are going to want to pay you for that. And so why not? My goal is to be able to travel more and to upgrade my van and to do this, but then also be an inspiration to others to want to live this life, you know, whether male, female, it doesn't matter. And that's my goal. So yes, I made it to my 1,000 subscribers. Thank you guys for being here. And so I got that checked off. And so now it's just the 4,000 watch hours. And then once that happens, then I'm just going to start doing YouTube full time, you know? Okay, bye. Made from consistency. I appreciate you. Have a beautiful day. I'm going to have to upgrade to a motorhome when you couple up. I actually want a motorhome anyway. I actually really do want an RV because I want a stove, a toilet, a shower. I want all that shit. The only thing I don't like about them is that they look like grandma and grandpa vehicles. So I probably have to get like one of those wraps on the outside so it looks super dope, because I think like RVs and motorhomes look Come on, y'all. Can we do something better? And then the interior of it always looks like you're in a fucking old ass doctor's office. We got to get better designs on that. I don't think technology is going to replace day-to-day manual work, but I respect if people think that it is the way they want to work. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, life is all about perception and perspective. Whatever reality you want to live in and how you want to perceive this reality, we all are able to do that. You know, I, for one, don't want to live a 9 to 5. I, for one, don't want to labor anymore in a way that is not going to have me live from my heart space and from what feeds my soul. And I think sitting in a 9 to 5 all day is just not it. You know, with the fake lights, you got fake people, fake lights, all of that. It's just not healthy. You know, you're not getting any sun in your life. You're not grounding yourself. So yeah, you know, life is just all about perception. And there's many realities. I always say there's one mountain, but many ways to go up. So, you know, pick the journey. Pick the journey. Thank you guys for being here. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys supporting me. And I think I'm going to do more lives. I'm really feeling the vibe. I love, because I do van life, so I'm constantly always by myself, like 99% of the time. So being here and being able to commune with you guys is super dope. And so thank you guys for showing up and being here. All right. Peace.